What is up, guys? I'm gonna show you now how to own with Techies. I'm gonna use this, you could say, perfect game as an example. Let's check out the replay. This is mostly a beginner's guide. If you play Techies, there are some things you feel drawn to, but that are not the right thing to do. Like with all heroes. Like for example with Patch, which I also play a lot of times. You feel drawn to when you're hooking and you're dismembering, but the kill is not quite a lot. You feel drawn to walking, chasing, and that is not good. And with Techies, we're gonna go over that game. First blood with Techies, always a very, very easy thing, because you have this ability here, Blast Off. Personally, I like this talent the most, the facet increased Blast Off damage. It's just gives you a good early game jump. You can gank with it. Now here Earthshaker went a little too early inside. I just did it to distract and to save, to stun, to damage. Here I knew I need to get the fuck out, popped my heal and just ran. Ideally we would have now been S5 and just gank any place on the map. It doesn't matter because you have so much burst with Techies. You can go here, like through, can I draw? No. You can go here to this rune there. It doesn't matter, yeah, just stick S5, yeah. We didn't get much kills here. So let's see. I'm laning here as a support. You can always lane as a support in both lanes. You can also farm, but it's not really needed as a Techies. You can give the early farm to other people. I like to play Techies here because it's just Techies in the early game is not the strongest support. He doesn't have much lane dominance. He has like, you can, if he does a mistake, you punish it hard, but you don't have this dominance of a Lich or a Lion, for example, or a Sniper. So you ideally want to play him with a strong other hero, not as an anti-mage or something like that, but with something that can do something early on, like Bristleback, Monkey King. But then any dual lane is fine, but I would say safe lane with the pulse and stuff is a little bit better. Try to get that. The sign gives early damage increase. It increases your damage by 15% from these abilities here, and also these mines later on. So I'll just pray it, because usually when they chase us here, they are in this area here. So because I had not much more to do, or if they stand here, it just increases the damage a little bit. I recommend that to do. And now you just wait with the blast off until you can finish someone off, and with the blood grenade, which is obviously very good early on regarding the build. Yeah, you want to get the magic stick, mangoes, and I don't even know the name, the thing that gives you damage and heals you. Yeah, it gives you early harassment. You can burst heal yourself if you went a little too far with your blast off, too far down. 2 mangoes for health regeneration and also to harass, and the blood grenade. And then just a tango, maybe just Iron Branch or a lot of sentry wards. I like to ward immediately here, sentry ward this camp, so this is free to pull, and then a good ward somewhere, a sentry tier also. Yeah, with these you just harass now. And you just keep pulling, harassing, and if there's like an opportunity for a kill, like here, let's watch that. They jumped on him, so I saw a good opportunity here. Boom, but he jumped away. Yeah, that would have been a kill. So yeah, not much to do here. I didn't die. I just run. Techies has very good regen and movement speed also, so it's awesome. Yeah, just a good hero. Keep harassing him. He was in range, I think, of the sign also. So the sign really did something as well. You wanna place it. now he makes a good call. Dodge the arrow, very important. Slow him, so he can get the kill. And chaboom. Stacking also. When you miss a pull, just stack the camp and you can just... I would even say it's even worth it stacking the camp anyways. Yeah, if they're not very... If you're a little bit... if you have dominance over this area, stacking this camp and just pulling the waves and letting the waves get killed, very, very good, because they can just kill these and they clear a lot of creeps. So I just keep stacking, harassing, waiting for this to kill. Okay, now level 6. I'm placing mines where core spots are, like they're around the lotus here. If we're behind, I want to place them right here or even right here. People don't expect mines on the lane, you will see it later. I place a lot of mines always on the lane and keep the lane pushed. Sign for bonus damage here. And now I'm just ready with blast off. Hit my mines, place another mine. This is a good burst you can do. If you're quick, you can even place 2 mines, bop bop, like, or even 3 right around yourself.
Maybe we should pause things for a bit till we find the little lost land.
And then, very important, I gank middle with blast off. I should have bought a smoke here. I bought wards and grenade, but no smoke. Here I got hit. But still okay. He dealt so much damage, a normal mine was just enough to kill the mid hero.
Let's do that again.
But usually you just want to TP mid with smoke or at night and just blast off the enemy hero. Now, very important, I'm gonna place wards and mines for the mid laner. These will later secure a kill. And if it's a good game where I'm not getting like really rushed, I like rushing the Octarine core. You can get so... This item here gives you so much mana regen, you can just spam the mines. And yeah, and if you then lower the cooldown here, you can just camp on a lane, which we will see, and spam it. If it's a hard game, I will make a guide on that also. You wanna get a Yule Scepter first or Force Staff to just... yeah, to just save yourself when it's needed. I think here we did another blast off game. Yeah, I didn't do much, I just blast off in. Whoopsie daisy, boom. Place the mine then. Yeah. With Techies, kiting is your second name, and even dying is not so bad. It's part of the game as a Techies that you need to play risky, otherwise you're not playing him really well. So here are mines now, and here on the bottom on the lotus are also mines. As Techies, you don't want to be with the team all the time. You will see that. Here I just help mid again. But what I'm doing then later on, you want to search for a spot, like for example here, a core spot. It can be also here, which I will do later. But now I choose this one because it's a safe location. It needs to be safe enough. And then you just want to build a little base camp there. You build a lot of mines and you use your sticky bomb to push the lane. Ideally you do this solo because you benefit from the gold and the solo XP much. If the team tells you, oh, why not come with, why don't you come with us? Just ignore them. It's really worth it in the beginning to build such a base camp and to just push a lane solo. You're playing pressure to this tower constantly. You're getting solo XP, free farm, and you're setting yourself up a big thing here. And even, like, this secures your position here, but even if they just ignore you here, you're just gonna leave it here. You will see it later then. Build a second base camp here, a little closer to the target. Always surrounding also like an important thing. And because this thing, they will eventually come towards it. This thing also, and people forget there's so much going on in a game. You can just bet on it that if you place mines now and you move to this direction, if he wants to go to the secret shop, he will forget you have mines there. Yeah, I feel pretty safe in my base camp here. And now I'm just gonna blast off him, put a mine and a sticky bomb, and that's gonna kill him. So you're just in this stage of the game, you're just like a really penetrating and annoying tower, like a tower. You're on your thing here, you're throwing your things, you place your mines. And I'm doing a lot more. I'm just letting my team play the game. Farming here, getting levels. An early level 2 is very, very important. That's why we do this here. We want an early level 2 in the mines here, level 12. Now you see Lash Rakes coming here. Probably for the secret shop, and I just kill him, finish him off with mines or blast off if it's needed. I would have been ready with the blast off. And yeah, I choose the minus proximity mines cooldown. And now I'm just harassing the heroes, killing one. You can just have in your head if you're like keeping one hero busy or killing one hero constantly with your base camp here. It's fine. Your team is not versus 5 heroes, but versus 4. And if they ignore you, as I said, they will do it later. You just
top tower is under attack.
So now they stayed ignoring me, so I'm now moving to the second direction. Very important, always check for wards also. You wanna, if this thing is warded here, it's just gonna destroy everything, yeah. So you wanna have wards and sentries always with you to secure your base camp so the enemy doesn't have vision there. Ideally you have vision there also, but this was just enough for me in this situation. And now I'm starting my second base camp here, next to the tower. And I'm now, because, yeah. And let's say they see I'm here now for some reason. They chase me now. I have this base camp, but if I see, oh, this might not be enough, I can always run towards my second base camp. So you run from base camp to base camp and place the sign where you think it's the most probable that they will walk in, or where you stand yourself. Like if I'm around this area, I put it here just to protect myself. The good thing is my team was doing well also now. Since you give your hero here a good start with your blast-offs and mines, and ideally gank middle lane, so your mid hero and this hero have a good game, you can just do that, what I'm doing now. You can just be on the lane. And even if they don't do a good job, and let's say they feed the enemy team now, by now you have definitely level 12 and level 2 mines, which is 500 damage per mine. If I have a base camp hero like of 5 mines, 2500 damage, a little bit more even, plus the sign, let's say 3000 damage together with blast of this, you can kill any hero in the game, even if they're like fat 2-3 levels above you, and that's gonna give you such a big boost, and you do so much for the team by killing these heroes. So it's always good. But let's say that what they do now, they just keep ignoring me, which is a strategy. I'm just building my base camps here, keep pushing the lane. If I see him farming here, I saw it here, just gonna penetrate him. So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing the lane, I'm farming, getting my solo experience, I'm taking core positions on the map, and I'm disturbing their farming. You can also set up many base camps here, but this area, I've made the experience it's more contested in general. It's better if you go to a low contested area, like not at that big. It's like if you boil, if you put a frog in boiling water, it will jump out immediately. But if you boil it slowly, it's gonna stay in there. So you're just gonna take slowly but surely, like semi-important places away. If I'm setting my base camp here, this core position here, they're just gonna gank me with 4 heroes. But here the probability is high that they'll just say, I don't want to deal with this, yeah. And if they deal with this, you have at least put up some base camps already. The only danger now, like single heroes can't do anything against me right now with these base camps. If they go as 5 now, let's say 1 hero dies in my base camp, and then 3 chase me to death, yes, but they will. It will create a lot of space for the team. Your priorities always should be your own safety also. Like you play in times where it's necessary, you be very reckless. But right now, to go here or set a base camp already here, without these two, it would be just reckless, yeah. So you want to be always slowly but surely.
This should make my life easier.
Yeah, here they, oh, it was just flashback, yeah. He came to the lane again and I just owned him, yeah. By now you are just so high level, like with these bombs, this, it's just penetrating. You get this thing here. You can take a lot of lotuses. Let's say you're behind and your first base camp is here. Take all the lotuses, you push this tower. Later on, you put a base camp here, secure these jungle spots, push this tower. Later on, build a second base camp here. It's just the core principle is always these base camps. And later on, like your base camps have a life on their own. Like it's not wasted. The mines upgrade also if you upgrade this, so you can just let these base camps be, and they will do definitely something in the game. Another base camp here, this time more aggressive because I have these two set up. Now I'm taking this whole area here with the ancients and this warding spot. I'm now using the mines here because they're like off cooldown all the time to push the tower. At the same time I'm clearing the creeps. Now they gank up on me. But I have so many base camps here, they have not enough firepower to just come. My team is also here. This ability protects you from the carry. Yeah, not enough to kill me. They got 1 base camp, but for what at a price? 3 heroes dead. And PA couldn't jump me because of this spell. It protects you from all enemy carries. It's very, very good. You always use it also and then blast off into the enemy team and then disable all of them. Now we start placing mines on the lane. I'll keep the lane pushed with this mine and place my mines in the lane. People never expect mines on the lane for some reason. Yeah, it's very unpredictable to just go on the lane and then boom. So you do it far enough. And as a second item, you go for Aghanim Scepter, if it's allowed, yeah, or the third item. Here I should have just stayed a little bit more in front, but I put my base camp a little bit too here. If I stood here, they could have ganked me. Yeah. Now I have my Aghanims. You want to place the sign where it's like high probable that someone needs to walk somehow there. They see it now, but if you blast off or they explode stuff around them, they will forget about it, yeah? It's easy to forget things in fights because so much is happening, and then at one point people will walk there. So as you see, I built my active base camp here. which is about to get just destroyed by creeps. With base camps around here, you also want to be careful. It's because Roshan is walking here, at least in this patch. So if you put a base camp here, it should be not too much investment. You don't want to spend like all the time there, because what are you pushing from here? Not much. You can set up 3-4 mines around the rune here in the beginning for your mid laner. But if it's like now, the stage now in the game, you don't want to spend too much time in these areas. You want to secure towers, tower position. The good thing is you can get the couriers also if you camp at this position here. So now I see my job is just getting my levels. I have by now level 3 mines, which is super powerful.
Only the wary might find us.
Have my sign very annoying here, and I'm just pushing the lane now. I learned from this. I put my mines now a little bit more back, and I keep the lane pushed with these 2 spells. When you feel like you're in danger, always pop the reactive razor, like right now. Now they walked into the sign, and this just was a good harassment, yeah. Keep my base camp here. As I have my base camp here, I just start a little more aggressive. It's always slowly but surely, as I said. Pushing the tower. Here, they walked into the sign. PA now walks into the base camp here. And the sign dealt a lot of damage because the sign gets upgraded by these upgrades. And because I was not tempted to go with the team all the time, but I just did my thing and I have this high level. I deal so much damage now. Now I'm just keep pushing the tower, harassing the heroes, killing the creeps, setting up my other base camps. Now I start setting the base camp up here. Yeah, and basically what I do then, if I got this thing here, I'm just doing the same thing middle. And as we get the barracks there, the same thing top. Yeah, this is how you play Techies. If you're behind, if you're a beginner, and if you have a very confident game, yeah. I hope this helped.